Bonjour everyone, Pantoufleee here today for a new video in which we're going to talk about the Black Friday and especially its consequences on both free-to-play and pay-to-win players. So let's not lose too much time and jump directly into it. For those of you living in a cave or for those of you that didn't log into World of Tanks Blitz for the past 3 days, we have an event running on called the Black Friday, in which you have the possibility of getting resources and offers, exclusive offers in the shop, in which when you buy them, you get some coupons that you can reuse on this event right there. And if you are spending enough, you will be able to acquire the mighty Ram Panzer that you can see on the screen right there. First, I would like to talk about the free-to-play when it comes to this event. As a free-to-play player, you are already aware that you have the possibility of grinding some gold every day by watching ads. You can get nearly 100 of them every single day, which means that at the end of the month, you can get between 2 and 3k gold completely for free. And trust me, it's an amazing deal as long as you know what you're doing and as long as you know that the Black Friday is a current event that comes back every single year in which you can spend the gold you acquired. And basically, as a free-to-play player, if you hold your gold for a long time, obviously, and if you are patient enough, it's one of the greatest events ever, because here you have the possibility of getting literally all the broken tanks at once: the Chimera, the Scorpion G, the Type 62, the M4 Revalorisé, and all those tanks by literally watching 5 to 10 ads every single day. So yeah, for the free-to-play players that have patience, that event was truly awesome. Now there is the second category of free-to-play players, the one that did not manage to gather their goals or that spent their gold unwisely, which led them not to have enough golds in order to get the mighty tanks from the Black Friday. For those players, it's going to be a nightmare simply over one simple fact. As a complete free-to-play player, nowadays you have to deal with multiple people that spent their gold wisely on the Black Friday and getting those broken tanks out, which means that for the moment, Tier 7 and Tier 8 are nearly unplayable if you are playing a regular Tech 3 tanks that has nothing beside being normal to add to the competition of the matchmaking. So yeah, for those players, good luck for the upcoming 3 weeks because it's going to be a nightmare. Now, something that is a little bit different comes to pay-to-win players, because here you have to differentiate two people: the people having already everything and the ones that already acquired 1 or 2 tanks, maybe 3, maybe 5 from the list of the tanks down below, and that still wanted to give a try to the Black Friday event with the Ram Panzer. Obviously, you don't need me to know that, but if you're a pay-to-win player and you don't already have all the tanks and you want to have all the tanks, then this event is just perfect because you could get the 121B, the KPZ-70, Chimera, STG, blah, blah, blah. All the tank you are seeing right there. And among them, there is the Type 62, which is just perfect, the Revalorisé, which is a really nice one, the Chimera, Scorpion G, etc. So for those players, it was really a nice little event. And on top of that, if you are willing to spend a little bit more, you could acquire the T54E2 for free, kind of, or let's say that it was the tank coming with the coupons and therefore you had to buy the coupons through the shop, and it allowed you to get your hands on pretty much 5 to 6 really good Tier 8 and Tier 7 tanks. But what Wargaming completely messed up, in my opinion, is how they treated their most loyal pay-to-win players. And by that, I mean everyone that has everything. Pretty much, when it comes to, I'm going to talk about my experience, I totally understand why Wargaming did that and made the Ram Panzer stupidly expensive. For 2 reasons, actually. The first is it's a new tank and they want to hype it, and it allows them to sell it even more because obviously, usually in World of Tanks Blitz, when a tank is high priced, it's a good tank. Here, unfortunately, first, it was not the case, and I was really disappointed into the tank. It's still a good one, average and stuff, but for 250 euros, I would have expected something like a T22 medium like at Tier 8. I know it's not good to think like that because, after all, it's still a free-for-all game and we have to keep some matchmaking and keep some balancing, but still, for this kind of money, well, Wargaming could have done better. But on the other side, you have to keep in mind that Wargaming knows that if pay-to-win players that already own everything are willing to spend 200, 300 euros on one tank, It's possibly because we don't have any money problem, because yes, it's a hobby to spend that much money into a game. For me it's a job, but for some people it's just a hobby. And if you have really the possibility, the financial power that allows you to get yourself 6 to 7,000 euros worth of pixel tank, you don't necessarily care about spending 200 or 300 on one more time, on another tank that is just released, right? But thinking like that, and for the moment that's not what Wargaming said, it's only my opinion toward how Wargaming is seeing us. It's just the good old let's milk the people that have money. And to be fair, I'm not a big fan of this mentality. I think it's kind of shitty, because after all, if the game is developing and if we have many things, many new features, it's because people spend money into the game. And therefore, those players, and I know it's bold of me to say that because obviously I'm one of those players, but those players should be treated like the royal customers. And by that I don't mean give them preferential matchmaking or anything like that, no, but at least if you already owned all the tanks from the Black Friday event, and all, not if you missed one you would be out, but if you had all, Wargaming should have made a pop-up offer for those players to be able to buy directly the Ram Panzer. I mean, the tank is not broken, and it would not have changed the face of the earth from Wargaming's perspective to do a nice little gesture toward those players as a thank you, same as when they gave the M60 completely for free randomly to multiple players during the good old days. Unfortunately, they didn't do that, and we had to spend countless money to get it. And I think it's just a bad commercial move, in my opinion. But hey, we were not forced to spend our money on the Ram Panzer, so it's totally legitimate from Wargaming to high price the tank. So I'm not necessarily going to complain here. I'm just stating how I feel about it and how I see it and how other pay-to-win players could be able to see it. But all I said could be cancelled if Wargaming's plan for Christmas are remaining the same as the previous years. Because yes, here they made us spend some gold, right? But if you are intelligent enough not to waste all your golds away, you have the possibility of holding them till the mighty Christmas event, in which you will be able to acquire a tier 10 collectible. This year, the concept won't be that I'm gonna show once again, just because I feel like this tank is really weird looking, but should be extremely effective. So yeah, you know, for those of you that played last year, at least for the Christmas event, that this event features a lot of gold, and with this gold you have the possibility of opening crates to get snow globes, etc, etc. It might be a little bit different this year, but on the principle, it stick to the same rules. You have gold, you use that gold to get those levels or stages on that event in order to unlock the mighty reward, which will be the concept 1B that you're seeing right there. And having the possibility of getting cheaper offer on gold for the Black Friday could be a nice gesture from Wargaming to tell you without telling you, of course, hold your gold for the Christmas event, because you are not going to be disappointed. And here, guys, if that's what Wargaming does, and if we have the possibility of using those golds on the Christmas event, then yes, the Black Friday would have been a profitable offer for pretty much every single player in this game. So don't complain too fast about Wargaming on the Ram Panzer and its price, because it's actually a hand given to you. Hand given. No, it's more like they are renting you. It's like a bank. They are renting you a Ram Panzer in order for you to get some gold that will get you the mighty reward. So this is it. I just wanted to clarify everything about the Black Friday event, because I knew a lot of people were upset about the prices, especially on the new tank, like it's always the case. But hey, don't blame Wargaming on this one. They might have done us a favor. We'll have to wait for the whole event to be cleared in order to know that. So tell me in the comments, what's your opinion on the Black Friday? Do you agree with my presentation, or are you totally against? And do you think that I'm just supporting Wargaming and I'm one of thousands Wargaming slaves on the internet? Which is not true, because they are not actually sponsoring me in any ways, and they actually hate me. So tell me, and I'm gonna see you soon for a new video.